Picture this. You're sitting on the couch talking to your dog in that goofy voice we all secretly use, and suddenly, their head tilts to the side. One ear up, one ear down, eyes locked on you like you've just said the most fascinating thing in the world. It's so adorable. It melts our hearts. And it makes us wonder, why do dogs do this? Are they confused? Are they trying to understand us? Or is it something else entirely? Today, we're going to unravel the mystery of the dog head tilt. We'll venture into the science, the theories, the stories, and what it says about our deep connection with our canine companions. And by the end, you'll see this cute little quirk in a whole new light. Let's start with the obvious. The head tilt is universally charming. Dog parents everywhere can agree. When your pup tilts their head, it makes you want to scoop them up, kiss their nose, and tell them they're the smartest, cutest creature alive. In fact, it's become such a recognized behavior that dog toy companies even make plush animals with permanent head tilts, because they know it triggers that awe response in us. But while we adore it, dogs don't do it just to be cute. There are actual reasons behind this behavior, and they're quite fascinating. One of the leading theories is that dogs tilt their heads to fine-tune their hearing. Dogs have an incredible sense of hearing, far superior to ours. But their ear structure means that sound waves can sometimes bounce differently depending on the position of their head. So by tilting, they may be adjusting to better locate the source of a sound. Think of it like us cupping a hand around our ear to catch a faint noise. When your dog tilts their head, they may be zeroing in on your voice, trying to separate it from background sounds. For example, if you've ever said the word walk quietly from across the house and your dog immediately tilts and perks up, you've just witnessed their built-in sound radar in action. Here's another fascinating angle. Some researchers suggest the head tilt helps dogs see past their own snouts. For long-nosed breeds especially, think German Shepherds, Greyhounds, Collies, their muzzle can partially block their view of what's directly in front of them. By tilting their head, they may be adjusting their line of sight to get a clearer look at your face or body language. This is important because dogs rely heavily on reading human facial expressions and gestures. If their snout is in the way, tilting helps remove that barrier. Shorter-nosed breeds, like pugs or bulldogs, may not tilt as much, which supports this theory. Though, of course, plenty of short-snouted dogs still do, so sight might be part of it but not the whole story. Now let's talk about the heart of the matter. Dogs tilt their heads to connect with us emotionally. Dogs are masters at reading human emotions. They study our voices, our tone, our expressions. Some behaviorists believe that when a dog tilts their head, they're showing active listening. They're saying, "I hear you. I'm paying attention. I'm trying to understand." Think about when you're talking to your dog about something serious. Maybe after a tough day. You tell them, "I had a hard time today," and there it is, the tilt. It feels like they're empathizing, leaning into your emotion. In fact, research shows dogs can distinguish between happy, angry, and neutral tones. Tilting may help them decode those subtleties, deepening the bond we share with them. Another possible explanation is that head tilting is reinforced by us, they're humans. Here's how it works. Your dog tilts their head, you laugh, smile, or give them attention. They notice this positive reaction, so the next time they want your approval or affection, they tilt again. Over time, it becomes a learned behavior reinforced by your responses. It's the same way dogs learn to sit for treats. Except instead of food, the reward here is your delighted laughter or your warm, "Aw, you're so cute." This theory explains why some dogs tilt more than others because their humans respond more enthusiastically, encouraging the behavior. Let me share a couple of real-life examples that highlight these theories in action. One golden retriever owner shared how her dog tilted his head every time she mentioned the word grandma. Why? Because grandma always meant a car ride to a house with endless belly rubs and yummy treats. The tilt became his way of saying, "I know what you mean. I'm ready to go." Another story came from a beagle owner whose dog tilted dramatically whenever she practiced singing at home. She wasn't sure if the tilt meant admiration or concern for her pitch, but either way, it was clear the dog was trying to process those unfamiliar sounds. These stories remind us the tilt isn't just cute, it's actually meaningful communication. A study conducted by Stanley Coren, a canine psychologist, suggests that head tilting may actually be a marker of intelligence and empathy. In his research, dogs that tilted their heads more often also performed better on tests measuring responsiveness to human cues. This suggests tilting isn't confusion at all, it's actually engagement. It's a sign your dog is deeply invested in what you're saying or doing. Other studies also note that tilting may be linked to memory. Dogs with stronger associative memory may tilt when they hear familiar words like walk, treat, or ball, because they're processing the meaning and recalling past experiences. So, does tilting ever mean confusion? The short answer is sometimes. Dogs may tilt when they hear a strange noise, like a squeaky toy or a ringtone. In those cases, the tilt might mean, "That's new. What is it?" But even then, it's not confusion in a negative sense, it's curiosity. Tilting helps them gather more information to make sense of the world around them. Now, as pet parents, how should we respond to the head tilt? Acknowledge it. When your dog tilts, talk back to them. Smile, praise, or even mimic the tilt. It strengthens your bond. Use it as engagement. If your dog tilts at certain words like walk or treat, use those opportunities for training. Reinforce the connection between words and actions. Capture the moment. Okay, this one's just for fun. If your dog tilts adorably, don't be afraid to snap that photo or video. It's one of the purest expressions of doggy charm. Watch for health signs. If tilting becomes excessive or is paired with balance issues, it could be a sign of an ear infection or vestibular disorder. Always rule out medical causes with your vet if something seems off. Ultimately, the head tilt is more than a quirky gesture. It's a window into the unique relationship we share with our dogs. It shows us they're listening, trying to understand, and deeply engaged in our lives. Whether it's adjusting their hearing, seeing our expressions better, or responding to our emotions, the tilt is a beautiful reminder of the bridge between species. Every tilt says, "I care what you're saying. You matter to me." And isn't that what we love most about our dogs? The way they make us feel seen, understood, and loved? So tell me, does your dog tilt their head? When do they do it most? When you say a certain word, when you sing, or maybe when they hear something unusual? We would love to hear your stories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more insights into the fascinating behaviors of our pets, as well as compassionate resources for navigating pet loss and grief. Thank you for spending this time with us today. Remember, every tilt, every glance, every wag is a piece of the love story we share with our pets. See you in the next video.